Hello there, we're gonna start a new piece, and this time it's gonna be in sweatboard, and this color is called Whisk Blue. Okay, so this is indigo blue, and there's one line in here, and this is not a purple color, it's a blue color. I'm gonna put this one to see if it works. I may have to put purple on top, but this is indigo blue, and I'm gonna start painting that very dark line. So this is a hake brush. I have a smaller one, but I could not find it, so I'm going to use the large one, and I use it to remove the particles. And this is not the right color. I'm going to mix the indigo with black grape and make a darker purple color. So I'm gonna fast forward. I'm gonna put this color in the center. This section, this other section is sunburst yellow. Sunburst yellow. And I'm just going to start building these in here. I'm gonna go over that with let's see, pale vermilion, mineral orange, and we're gonna go over and shade that with mineral orange. So now we're gonna go with this indigo in between that mineral orange. This petal, I'm gonna put gray lavender in this petal, a light coat of gray lavender. It is a very great purplish color, but since this is the petal that is going, we're imagining that the light is coming from the right side. We always have to think of where the light is coming from. But before we do that, I think we have to lighten this line and start putting the white. Let's start putting the white. So I'm just gonna lighten this line a tiny bit. And then we're gonna start putting the white. We're gonna have shade this white in some areas, but for now just fill in this area with the white. And I'm gonna again fast forward so we don't have huge videos. Gray lavender. Oh, before we put gray lavender, I'm going to put this white all the way on this line. This petal is gonna have a border of white. This is a water drop, and we're going to do the white in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna start building a highlighting here. I am feathering the outside edges of that. I'm gonna put another highlight in here, and I'm good making triangular shapes, but I try to feather the outside edges so that I don't make lines. Let's see, where else? In here, there's another one in here. It's a tiny bit of highlight in here, not too much, but a tiny bit in here. This is white. Okay, let's go with the gray lavender. In the gray lavender on the back. Again, this one also gets some highlights. So let's put the highlights with the white. This one is a very strong highlight, so let's put it stronger. And it will go all the way to the top. These two petals in the back are super white. We'll deal with those after we have finished with the front ones. So this is lilac, and I'm gonna put lilac at the top. Well, there's one water drop in here, but we need to have at least 3. And let's put another one in here. So let's put the white. If we don't put it now, we won't be able to put it later. And we're gonna put another water drop in here. And let's see, I'm gonna put the lilac, start figuring out where this is gonna go. Maybe a darker color. This is black grape. So like a water drop in there. And then we have to shade underneath. This is lilac and Parma violet, and let's see, this is lilac. I need to do another one, not just let's put the highlight, the white highlight in here, and this one has it in here. But we need another water drop, at least one more. Let's see, let's put it in here. Always do things, that's a rule of designing, that you don't do things only one thing of something. You do at least odd number, not a pair number, like an odd number. This is Parma violet underneath and at the top. I think that's enough with 3 water drops. I'm gonna paint this lilac. You have to put your water drop because they have white, and if you want that white to really show. doing circular motion, but I am also doing linear motions because this has a lot of lines. I'm gonna build up a highlighting here with the white. The same. I'm gonna build up the white in here. And then let's continue with the lilac. See, I am going over that white color because it's not completely white. Now I'm gonna strengthen that white in that border. Then go to the lilac. White. This is white. Lilac. Last one coat of this color. I want to build more highlights of white on this area. This is a lighter petal. Now I'm going to start breaking up, but I'm going to put it in the middle, like in between these. But before I do that, I want to I want to see some lines, but I don't want to see them too like forming a pattern. So I want to break some of these, like for example, let's break this one in here. And I want to introduce a darker color at the top, and this is Parma Violet. I feel like Prismacolor doesn't have too many dark violets. That's why we have to mix colors. So now I'm going to introduce darker colors. Let's put that darker blue in there. Let's see, this is black grape. This is too dark. No, it works. This is black grape. Black grape. Parma Violet. Black grape. Parma Violet. Let's go again with the white. So color pencil is all about layers and layers and layers of colors. So we'll continue to do the layer on this one, and same colors. This is black grape until we have the fill this, and we like the way that it is filled. So until we see what we like. I'm not gonna put any more layers in here, but you can put more if you want to, because I want this video short. But I'm gonna do the same exactly thing that I did on this one on the next one, and I am going to start with the white highlights. So we are going to put a tiny bit more of white, and to tell you the truth, I am very picky, super picky. The pickiest person painting, and I was not too happy with what I was doing. Yeah, I was not. But I went to lunch and I came back and I said, doesn't look that bad. You know, it always happens like that. If you leave your work and then you come back later, you're gonna see it better, because we're too close looking at it, and we are very very critical of our work. So let's just keep on this one, then we go on the other one. Notice that I'm not putting it everywhere, you know. Don't leave some areas for darker color. I'm this picky. I'm doing one and looking at the other. Let's put this like that so that you can see it everything. Okay, perfect. So let's do the, put my glasses. Let's do this like this and put that white on top of that black line. And in some areas we're gonna put a tiny bit more of the white so that it has like a some how do you say, some character. So for example, like this. So this is a paper towel to protect the surface from the oils of my hand. I'm gonna continue tracing with the white, and I am going to start making this darker in here. This one has a tiny bit of purple in there. Let's put it. And this is Parma Violet. I'm gonna put it very lightly in here, very lightly in there, and again the Parma Violet. So I'm shading it with that Parma Violet. I think I need to sharpen my I don't want to make these videos too long, but if you watch other videos, I explained to you how twisting your pencil, you can get more of that point. Okay, so let's go to the Parma. Oh, lilac first. I think it was lilac first. Let's go to the lilac and start painting all these with lilac. Gonna go faster this time. Go with lilac. I think I'm gonna finish outlining this petal with the white. That way I covered that line. So now we're gonna go with the lilac. Circular and linear at the same time. And then continue with the white. This is Parma Violet. Parma Violet. Now let's go to the darkest color, which was the black grape. The white. Lilac. Black grape. Okay, let's go to the white. Let's go to the lilac again because this, I don't like that, like that. And it's turning to pinky. So I'm gonna go to the gray lavender and fix that. We can also go to the black grape and put a tiny bit of, or the lilac, Parma violet. I'm gonna go again to the white. Seems to be more pinky this one, so we're gonna go again to the white. Gray lavender. White. So, I like the texture that creating there. Let's go to the gray lavender, not that one, to the gray lavender. Okay, so put even darker on the one in the front. Is more dramatic, this one, so I'm gonna put another coat of the dark grape in some areas. Okay, so let's stop for the next one. Now the center, I have canary yellow with me, and I'm gonna put first canary yellow in there. Then I'm gonna go to the mineral orange and blend it in there. Let's go again to the canary yellow, and then let's go to the sienna brown. Burnt ochre is this. Burnt ochre. Burnt ochre and the black grape. Mineral orange. And black grape is the canary yellow. Okay, let's go to this one over here. Pale vermilion, canary yellow. Let's leave it like that. The white. This white. It puts very strong highlights of white. Let's go to the lilac or the Parma violet. Well, let's leave that and let's go to the next one. Again, let's go with the white around the border. Okay, so the white around the border. That way we cover this black line that we have in there. This is the lilac. This is the black grape and the white. Parma violet and the white. Parma violet. You know, this is me being super picky. Okay? That's what it is. So let's go to the white and put another coat of the white. The black grape inside. Again, this is me being picky, and we don't have time for me with my pickiness, so let's continue with the next petal. And we're gonna put another coat on the center. And this, to divide these two petals, I'm gonna put a tiny bit of the Parma violet between the two, like this. and then continue with the white. Let's see. We have to divide those two. So we have to divide these two. Let's go with the black grape in there. And then Parma violet in here. Like that. Black grape. Yellow. And the white. Parma violet. Again with the white. Okay, so let's go with the lilac. Trying to, the line that we created with the black, I'm trying to cover that. You need to cover that. Lilac. Let's put a tiny bit more of the white. Okay, so let's go with the lilac. And Parma violet. And the white. The black grape. Gray lavender. This is gray lavender. Let's go back again to the white. Again to the white. White. Okay, so let's take the Parma violet, darken this in the area in here. Okay, so let's take a tiny bit of the black cherry. And let's take a tiny bit of the white. Take gray lavender. Highlighting, making this area lighter. If you make lines like that and you wanna see if we can eliminate it with the gray lavender. Darkest color, Parma violet, and white. Sometimes you feel like that area is saturated with color, and that's when you need to stop. And it's getting too saturated on that area. So let's go to the one in the back. Let's go for this one in the back. That's one, and the other one is in here. Let's see the line. I think I'm gonna start by putting a coat of white almost all over because it's super light. So let's put a coat of white, but not everywhere, but almost everywhere. So I'm gonna speed this, okay? Let's put that line in there. You have it in your pattern. Use the one in your pattern. I'm not doing a good job. Okay, so this is the black grape in there. And let's put this dark color in here. This is Parma violet. I want to lose that black line in there. And maybe it's not all the way in there. You have your pattern, so use your pattern. I'm gonna do it with white. I'm gonna start putting white in here, and this is what I'm gonna do. Try not to put too much pressure at the beginning, because if you start with pressure, you're gonna fill up this as amount of pencil that this surface is gonna grab. Any surface, it has max, like a limit of pencil that you can do. And then if you start with too much pressure, you won't be able to put too many layers. Hope you understand what I'm saying. Just because I like to things exaggerated, I'm gonna exaggerate that curve in there a tiny bit, like that. So that means that I have to put the white like that. And that was the Parma Violet, and I'm gonna put a tiny bit of the Parma Violet, but all these will have to be covered again with white, because these petals are super white. They're not as dark as the others. So we have to take that into consideration. The only color that they're gonna have is right here, and this is Parma Violet. Right here, there's gonna be a tiny bit of Parma Violet, and maybe a tiny bit in here. I'm gonna put a tiny bit in here, and a tiny bit in here. That's all the colors that these petals are gonna get. And maybe a tiny bit on, let's see, white, let's see. So white, I'm following a bump, that there's a bump in there, that's what I'm following. So there's a bump in there, let's put a triangle there. There's another bump in here, let's put a triangle shape in there. Every place that there's a bump, you can put a triangle color highlight. And not all have to be the same height. So you can do some longer than the others. Keep it interesting. I'm gonna put here and there some white. Let's go to the other one and do the same. There's a bump in there. I'm gonna make it more pronounced and put white in there. White is the pencil that is gonna have the most, white is the one that has gonna have the most wax. So you'll notice with white that it will it will start resisting right away if you don't do it very lightly. And I didn't do it very lightly, and it started resisting. That's all right. This is your painting, and you do whatever you want with it. The most important part is to have fun, and don't get upset with, with a painting. Just, start all over, do another one, and just enjoy the process. And I should be applying my own teaching, because I do get upset. And I do, I want it perfect. Oh, it's not perfect. Oh my God, it's not perfect. So. Now you can put more water drops, but it's complicating things, What do you think? You want more water drops? You cannot tell me. I'm gonna go with gray lavender and do a coat of gray lavender everywhere in here, and then I put white again, because these are supposed to be very, very light. So I'm putting a light coat of this gray lavender, light coat everywhere, and then I'm gonna put the white again. Finish with this coat of gray lavender, and we're gonna start with the white again. Okay, so let's go back to the white. Okay, this is that was the Parma Violet, and this is the gray, black gray. And going back to the white. Okay, so let's go back to the white highlights. This is the area that was already very saturated, so we won't be able to get too much. So I think, because depending on the texture is the levels, that's why I like to work with a lot of surfaces that have a lot of texture, because they hold more pencil, more layers of pencil. And the way I like to paint, I like to put many layers of painting. So this doesn't hold as much as the paper that we were using the other day for the dog. That paper holds more pencil. And a surface that holds a lot of pencil that I also like to use is called pastel board. So that holds also a lot of pencil. And What else? A friend of mine, Christine, she told me she likes pastel matte. I hope I'm saying the correct one. If not, and you're watching this video, could you correct me, Christine? I think she told me one time that she likes to use pastel matte. If I'm not mistaken, but if I'm mistaken, I hope she will correct me. And let's see what other surface. There's also a surface called Color Fix, and that one also has a lot of texture, and I also like to use that. All those surfaces are still available in the market. The Color Fix, the Pastel Matte, the Pastel Board, and it's spelled B-O-R-D without the A, in case you're trying to find it and you cannot find it because you probably are spelling it with the A and you won't be able to find it with the A. It's Pastel Board, B-O-R-D. And I like to recommend the Pastel Board because it's a good surface, and the company is such a good company. They support painters. One time they gave me the surfaces to show for a convention, and I was able to bring samples of surfaces for people to see, and they also provided a drawing for the people. They are very generous company, and the surface is super good. So they have other surfaces like I love the one called Gesso Board. That's also very nice from the same company. So that's also a good one. But not for color pencil, of course. That's a good surface for if you're doing acrylics or oils. Now I'm gonna leave this. Oops. I'm gonna leave this like this. I'm gonna put another coat of the white. Didn't want to make this too difficult. My goodness gracious. This is Parma Violet. I think I'm going to put another. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna put another in there. Another drop. So let's see. I'm going to make it like this. And let's go behind. And let's put the dot of white again. And we can shade a tiny bit underneath. You can hardly see that it's there, right? Let me go closer. I'm sorry, I was doing that so far. But, you know, oops, I'm looking at it very far, you know? That's why I don't like going closer because that's what happens. Then, you're then outside of camera. Since I put that water drop in there, I want to put another one in here. And I think I'm gonna put one, instead of having it that shape, I want to put it the other shape. Let's see, because the dark is gonna be like this, like that, and then the white is gonna be like this, and then the shading is gonna be like in here. I don't know, let me go closer. Okay, so I make a lining here with this color, which is the black gray. I made that line, and then I shaded in here with the Parma Violet. Then I highlighted it on this side with the white, like that. And then I have to put a strong light in there with the white. And that's another water drop. Now I'm going to blend this a tiny bit in here because I did that to make the line, but it's not. The darkest color is underneath, not in there. So those are my water drops. I'm not gonna put any more, okay? You have five water drops. Now we are gonna do, I don't know what to do, because this, maybe these two only, and then put the other one in the background. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this one in here, and it's a white petal too, so there's not too much to do on that one. We're not gonna put any detail of water drop. We're gonna leave only the water drops in the main one. So let's first put this on top of the line, and then we're gonna start building it with white. There is another flower that is in there, but it's not in the main area of attention, so we're not gonna spend too much in here. Okay, this white has so much, and I am not putting pressure, but it has so much wax that it's harder to put than the other colors. But I hope you like using this surface. I have to tell you, this surface cannot be varnished. Well, it can be varnished, but it's not gonna be sweat anymore. It's not. I tried, but it can be done, but it's not advisable. So what I am recommending it to you is to frame it. Parma Violet, no, lilac. This is, no, I don't want lilac. I want Parma Violet because it's darker. So we're gonna put Parma Violet in here, and then we're gonna put gray lavender. And we're not gonna spend too much time on this one. She's not important. Put in Parma Violet, but then I'm gonna put a tiny bit of the white again. So let's go back with the white. And again, not too much detail in here. And the person that sells these, if I can find the information, I'll let you know. But the person that sells these sells them in huge pieces, and you have to buy in bulk and cut your own pieces. But as I tell you, I don't know, the person that sold it to me is no longer selling them, and I don't know her supplier, who her supplier was. If I can find it, I'll let you know, but it will be hard because that person is no longer selling anything. So this is gray lavender. We are going to start with this one over here, and the part in the back is like the white section here, so I'm gonna go with the white, and then I'm going to start putting some white. Then I'm gonna go to gray lavender. I'm not gonna put any color darker than gray lavender in there. In fact, I want this part darker than the other one. So let's put again the white, and let's put the white on top of this line. And let's see. So let's highlight these, and then in here, in this one, the highlight is gonna be in the back. So let's go over that, and this is gonna be highlighted like that. Then we can put a tiny bit more of this Parma Violet in here, because this is the part that is darker. But let's blend with the gray lavender and with the white. Go a tiny bit closer for you, and with the white. And I completely forgot that I was filming. Okay. I completely forgot that I was filming this water drop, and my memory ended, so you did not get to see it completely. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. So it has the black cherry around it, and it has a tiny bit of Parma Violet in there, white in here, and a white dot. That's all I did in there. Now we're doing this one, and this is Parma Violet. I am going to blend with gray lavender. I want the white to show, and let's go back to that white in there. So let's go to the purple area. So I went with the white over here and blend with the gray lavender. So this section is white in here, but then the remainder is purple. Except it is lighter in here. The purple is lighter in here. So let's put white in here. So this is the Parma Violet, and the white, Parma Violet, black cherry, and then the white section. The white section. That section gets some lilac in there, and then some of the Parma Violet, and then the white. Let's go to gray lavender, and then this is white, but it has gray lavender on top. So let's do the white. See, there's a tiny bit of the black cherry in there, and a tiny bit in here, and then the white, and with the Parma Violet underneath in here, and then the white. This is white, but I'm gonna put the Parma Violet on top because it's not as bright as the white that we have. See, this Parma gray lavender. What I'm going to put it on top of that white gray lavender. And then Let's go to a line of white. So we are going to go with lilac. And in here, this section, I don't know what it is. It's something dry, maybe something from the leaves. I'm putting the black gray on top. I want to differentiate that section. Let me go there. So I'm putting lilac in here. Let's cover this all with lilac. Let me put green. Let me put a green color. This is Kelly green because this is something green, bulb or something in there. And this section, this is a stem, trying to differentiate these areas in here. And this is a leaf in here. There's another leaf in here. Now this is part of the background which I am going to, that line, I am going to erase it a tiny bit because it's too dark and this is part of the background. We'll do that when we do the background, that section. This section in here is white. Let's put a tiny bit of the lilac on top and then white again. Maybe the gray lavender and the white. Okay, let's see. We are going to, okay, this is gonna be a leaf in here. And to try to differentiate the areas so that, because there's gonna be a lot of backgrounds that we're going to paint this one in here. And this is green in here. So I'm just trying to figure out the lines for you. And then we're gonna put some painting. This is another one. And this one in here is another stem. And this is a leaf in here. So let's see. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of this lilac. Let's put white. This one is going to be also with the white. And let's use the lilac just to put this in here. We'll paint it later because it's, let's see. And in here, this is a leaf in here. There's a leaf in here and two stems. And then there's another stem in here and another leaf in here. So we have many leaves. Let's put this so that we can find those leaves. And see. It's a section. Oops. Let's put white in here. I don't want to lose my main attraction, so I'm going to put the lilac underneath so that I don't lose that main attraction. There's also some lilac in here. Then fill it with white. Okay, so let's go with the lilac. Let's go to the gray lavender. And with the white. Painting here, highlighting it there, like that. I just want to find all the colors in here so that we can then, this is, there's a white one also in here. Just put it, I was gonna put it in the background, but let's just paint it. So let's paint, to divide these two, we're going to paint some lilac. And this is gonna be so much in the background that you don't even know what is in there and what is not. But let's just put the white, and there are others, and you know, when one ends and then the other one starts, you will not know, but we'll invent, like, let's put white like that. Maybe one starts there when the other one ends. Wow. I dropped a pencil and that is so bad because it can break inside, and then when you start sharpening it start breaking. So try not to drop your pencils, but you know, sometimes you cannot prevent it from happening. So we were doing in here, and let's put the lilac and the white. Let's put the Parma violet. Maybe we can go a little bit of black cherry in that section. And let's continue with the white. And see, these are two stems. There's another white in here. Let's put some of that lilac, gray lavender. Parma violet, black cherry, and white. And then it continues down here. So let's line gray lavender and white, and let's see, in here let's do the white. Let's go to the lilac, Parma violet, and the gray lavender. I think it continues down there. Gray lavender and then white. And all this is not in the center of attention, so I think there's more than one in here. Let's put another one. And then, oops, I put another line there. It's not in this pattern, you just have to put it in. It's alright. If you don't want to put it, you don't have to put it. It's like trying to figure out. This is very in the background, and we're going to put that was the lilac, and this is the Parma violet, and we're gonna go all the way to black cherry, and then we're gonna put a lot of white. This is lilac. Guys, this is bugging me in here. This is bugging me in here. For me, it's too straight. You have to always follow your instincts. If something bothers you, that means that you have to fix it. I think that's more pleasing to the eye than the way it was. Even this is too straight in there. Let's see. That is too straight in there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create another section in there. Now it's your piece. You do whatever you want with it. It's not in the instructions, but in the photo, but I want to do it, I do it. I don't know, that was bugging me too in there. If it is dark on this side, it has to be light on the other side. Even this. So I'm making my piece look prettier with tiny bit changes, Okay, so I'm gonna stop in here, and I am going to put another coat of color in here. Let's see. Start with the lilac. Oh, gray lavender. Better do it with the white. So white is probably the color that you use the most. So I have to see if I can find another one. But so far, all of the one I found, they're super tiny. Oh gosh, let's see. Let's put lilac in here. And these have to be lighter than the other, so let's put the white. Except this area where I put the lilac in there. Lilac, and white. Now I don't want this video super large, and so I am not going to continue doing any more layers on this. These are background flowers. I may be doing more outside of camera, but you already have the colors, just put them again. So let's do this one over here. Except we didn't do this one. Let's do that one in the side. Put some gray lavender, second coat of white, and gray lavender. Let's put white also in here. Okay, let's go to this one with the lilac. Let's do the Parma violet, the white on the border, Parma violet, and let's finish with the lilac. Let's go to the black grape, the white, and the black grape. Let's do the white. So Let's go to the lilac. Put a tiny bit more color on this one. And lilac and white. Let's take burnt ochre. Combine the burnt ochre with the white in there. Let's take yellow ochre. I don't know what that is, but I'm just following the colors. And I have to put this let's see, there's purple also in here, and the white. Let's take the gray. Fine gray is 50. I don't know if I should go to 50, but let's try with a 50. Gray. This is very strange, but this is French gray 50 in here. This purple in here. This is lilac, and let's go all the way to Parma violet. Let's do Parma violet in here. And ochre. Let's go to the black grape. Golden ochre, yellow ochre, and white. Let's put a tiny bit of the Parma violet on this small petal in here. And then let's put gray lavender on the back of this one and continue it with the white, and it's green behind. But this petal continue in here. Let me take you a tiny bit closer. This crazy section, I've been doing it too far. Okay, so let's see. This is white. Let's bring the gray lavender. And let's go again to the white. I think. If not, well, doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter if it's the same or not. You know, it's your photo. I mean, your photo, your painting. And yeah, it doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna extend this in here. And let's see, let's put this color in here. This petal. And this is the same petal. Oops. Let's put the white. That petal we can put it. We can put the lilac, the egg brush. So let's put the lilac first in here. Then we can add white. Something strange from here. There's a tiny bit in there and in there. We go all the way here. There's a tiny section in here and in here. Oh, I forgot the yellow in there. Let's put the yellow in there. And the yellow is connected with a tiny bit of white. That was canary yellow, and this is the yellow ochre. And then we can strengthen these underneath in here with the black grape. That one is, oops, what did I do? Okay, so let's put more color on this one with the Palma. Tiny bit more of the white and more white on this one, and let's finish the white on the one on the back and on this one. Okay, so let's put a tiny bit of the gray lavender, the white. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of green. I don't know why. I want to put some green in there. And this is yellow chartreuse. just because. And yellow ochre. Let's put a tiny bit of this yellow ochre in here. I don't know why I see that in there. And this is the Parma violet and the white. I see light green, and this is chartreuse in here. Let's go behind with the Cali green. And then comes the Parma violet, and then comes the lilac. Let me see, put the white first. Can't hardly see it, but there's another petal in here. And maybe the green goes farther away. And then comes the Parma violet, comes later. Let's put a tiny bit of black grape, and then we can fill it with the lilac and the white. And let's blend with the gray lavender. Let's go again with the white. Let's see. Goes to this petal in here, and underneath it is the, let's see, this is the lilac. Trying to figure it out. There's a tiny bit of white also in here. Let's put a tiny bit of the lilac behind. And let's put white in here. Let's put the the gray lavender behind. And let's fill up with the white. For some reason, the white, doesn't go too well with this. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing, and please can like the video and comment. The only way you help the channel grow. Go again to the gray lavender. So if you like what you're seeing, please like and comment. Let us know how we're doing and help the channel grow. White. Parma violet, tiny bit of the black grape. I'm gonna put it in here, but then I'm gonna lighten it with the gray lavender, lilac, and the white. I want to fade out this in here. Doesn't really know where the petal ends in there. And so we want to fade this out. We're gonna start with the green next. This is great lavender. So this should not be as bright as that one. Okay. Gonna go into the leaves next. So let's work a little bit in here, and I'm gonna start with the gray lavender, and let's put gray lavender here. Let's extend this one in here until here, leaving the sections that are green. I'm gonna put gray lavender in the negative areas. This is gray lavender. So I'm just gonna put gray lavender all over here. Parma violet. Here, there's a little bit of white in there. Gray lavender and white. This is a leaf in here, and this is a leaf in here. So this flower continues in here. This flower in here continues in here. And we're gonna put the gray lavender in here. That was not gray lavender, this one. Then we're gonna put the white. I put a tiny bit of white on top of that leaf. Okay, a tiny bit of gray. This is the French gray, cool gray 50%. I'm gonna put the gray in here, and we're gonna finish this one in here. and the rest we're gonna put the background. So we were doing this one, and I'm gonna put the lilac and the gray lavender, and we're gonna put background in here. This is Parma Violet. I don't want this to be that bright in there, so let's put a tiny bit of the gray, Cool Gray 50, to darken that. So let's start with the white. Put the white in here, and in here. This is white also in here. We don't want it to combine with that petal in there. So to avoid that, we put a tiny bit of lilac. And then we continue with the white. I'm gonna put lilac, see this, like that. I'm gonna put lilac in here, not lilac, let's put first gray lavender. I don't want this to be too bright. And then we can put a tiny bit of white. Let's put the gray lavender, white in here, gray lavender. So the white again. Let's continue this area and put a tiny bit. I'm gonna put gray in here with the white. Let's put it again. It looks like there's nothing in there, so let's put the gray lavender. This is the, wait, let's start with the lilac. There's another one, another green in here, and let's see, put a tiny bit of white in here with the gray lavender. I mean, this is lilac. It's lilac. Put the white in there, and lilac, lilac, and then let's put the Parma Violet in here. Lilac, Parma Violet. Let's put the gray lavender on this one with a tiny bit of white with the gray lavender. This is black grape, Parma Violet, and like how this is not well blended in here. This is gray lavender. Let's go to the white. Okay, so this in here, I think I'm gonna put the white and gray lavender. Let's put it, this has lavender, gray lavender in there. Let's put gray lavender in here too. And a tiny bit of the white. We probably will leave it like this, and so we put white in here and gray lavender in here with a tiny bit of white, and now we're gonna go with the greens. I probably need to put another color in here. So we were putting Parma Violet. We're gonna go to black cherry. I think I'm gonna start base coating with lime peel. I'm gonna start on this side. So we're gonna start with a base coat. There's like purplish thing in here that is connected to, and I'm gonna put Parma Violet and shape with black cherry. It is this, the lime peel was gonna be the base coat of the green areas, and it's can hardly see it, but let's base coat all the leaves with lime peel. Everything green, we're gonna base coat with lime peel and go from there, making things easier. See, everything that is green is gonna be base coated with lime peel. Let's finish these. Have to go all the way down there. Let's put a tiny bit of gray, and then the yellow, put in orange, and then the white. Gonna bring some brown. It's chocolate. It's not chocolate, it's like a dark brown. Okay, I'm gonna bring dark brown and blend this in here with dark brown. And on top of that, I'm gonna put the white. Because it is dark, but not that dark. I'm blending that with dark brown. A bit of dark brown in there. This is dark brown. Okay, let's continue with the lime peel. Everything that was green, we're base coated with lime peel, even though we put a dark color already. Black cherry, Palma violet, lilac, and black cherry. This is moss green. To shade that. And a tiny bit of shading with moss green. It's a super dirty color. Needs to be blended because it's super dirty. What I mean with that, many of the colors, the brown colors, has a lot of dirt, and they have a lot of brown in them or black, and they makes them dirty. And when they're dirty, they're harder to. That was lime peel, and this is Kelly green. It's much harder to blend. This is yellow chartreuse, Palma violet. Since the green is mixed with the Parma violet and the black cherry in here. Parma violet on top of that green. And moss green. We need a darker color, but this is what we have for so far, the moss green. Let's just put the moss green everywhere and darken areas with the moss green, and then we're gonna find a darker color of green. Very ambitious project. Complicating this too much. This is lime peel and lime peel. Easiest part was painting the flower, no? All this added stuff, which are not important, are making the project harder. It shouldn't be. Maybe that was not supposed to be that color. Let's put the purple lime peel on top, and then this is supposed to be a vein in here. I mean a stem in here, and let's put the lilac in there, and this is gonna be background. I'm gonna paint background in there. Lime peel, and I'm gonna base coat this one with Kelly green because this is that's moss green. I want the Kelly green because this one is darker. Lime peel, a tiny bit farther. Lime peel. Okay, I put let me go at that tiny bit like that. So I put the lime peel everywhere. Now I'm gonna start shading with moss green everywhere. Maybe let's shade first with Kelly green, and then with the moss green. I think that's gonna be better. This is Kelly green. Let's blend with lime peel. Let's put a line of moss green and shade with moss green. Let's shade this one with moss green. We need to put lime peel on here so that doesn't blend with the other one. And Kelly green. can go all the way to black on this one. We can go all the way to black because that way it doesn't blend with the other one. So moss green and black. This is moss green. The other one was black. This is moss green, and let's put a tiny bit of lime peel in there. Okay, so let's go to Kelly green. Oh, I took moss green instead of Kelly green. That was bad. Kelly green. Yellow chartreuse, lime peel, and moss green. Okay, the one underneath. Let's go this stem in here. This is moss green. Put a tiny bit of lime peel. The one underneath, Kelly green. Okay, the one at the top, Kelly green. Where is this connected to? Let's put like it's connected in here somewhere. Moss green. It's so hard, so dark in there that you do not see where the connection is. So let's put a tiny bit of the Palma Violet on that, and then we're gonna go with the Kelly green and the yellow chartreuse. Underneath, let's put the white. Let's put white with the red lavender. So let's highlight with chartreuse this one here. This one is very close to the flower, so I want to give it more highlight. Maybe there and a tiny bit in here. Blend with Kelly green and chartreuse, and maybe let's give it some tint of lilac. Chartreuse, this one, stronger darks. Maybe we can put a tiny bit of black in there. This one receives stronger blacks, stronger darks, put in black, because it's also next to the center of attention. So we need to have stronger darks and lights. This is, I'm blending with Kelly green, moss green. Then we can add the black one more. Oh, this is black green. I'm putting black green. Oh well. And then let's add a tiny bit more of purple on that one. So this is lilac. And again, the highlight with the chartreuse. Let's finish these stems in here. So lime peel, and let's shade with Kelly green. The same lime peel. Lime peel. Where do you go? Lime peel. Lime peel. Shaded with Kelly green, and then let's put gray lavender in this hole in here, and then we have lime peel. Oh, this is yellow chartreuse. Oh no, Kelly green. Oh, let's put a tiny bit of yellow chartreuse. Tiny bit, not too much. Not yellow chartreuse. Okay, let's go to this side, and then we're gonna start. I don't like this too much. Let's put some of the Kelly green. So let's go to this side. So lime peel, and lime peel. And we're gonna go now to Kelly green. So I'm going on both sides inside and bring more color with the Kelly green. And now I'm gonna go to the chartreuse and highlight a tiny bit inside Maybe we can do this one in here. Kelly green. This one is very dark because it's going outside of the center of attention. Let's shade this other one with Kelly green. This is moss green. Moss green. Let's go to Kelly green. We don't want to call attention to that in there. The ones that have more detail are the ones in here because are closer to the center of attention. This one at least can get a little bit of chartreuse. This is yellow chartreuse in there. So I forgot to put that. You have to put some of the Parma violet and black cherry on this one in here. And on this in here. That was black cherry. This is Parma. And also on this one in here, green. And a little bit of Parma. Yellow chartreuse in there. And moss green. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. Let's do, oh wait. Let's have to have a tiny bit more purple in here. So this is Parma violet. And then the black cherry. And that's it. So this is the final piece. Decided to leave it like this and not do the background with the Gamsol because I was going to complicate it, make the videos longer.